Our next reader question comes to us from Jordan Hyatt. Let me read this for you. I'm thinking about potentially indie publishing my novel. Is it worth recording an audiobook version myself, or should I only do an audio version if I can hire a professional? I have no acting experience, but I'm willing to learn.
Hire a professional. Um, and I say this as a professional who has coached writers who think that they want to narrate their audiobook. If you have experience being a game master and doing a lot of voices, okay, I'm more likely to say maybe try it. Um, it is harder than you think it's going to be. It's more exhausting than you think it's going to be, and and I can do things with my voice. And I say I, as in that's representing all narrators. Narrators can do things with their voice that other people can't, and it is a very specific form of acting. Even people who are actors, I hear them say, "Oh yeah, I think I'm going to do an audiobook, try to pick up some extra cash," and then they'll call me and they'll be like, "Why do you do this? This is so hard." Also, you can tell how old I am because I hold up the phone this way as opposed to that. Um, so unless you're willing to take acting classes, um, I would I would hire a professional.
I will offer a caveat, which is that if the book you have written is, let's say, a nonfiction book of essays that is all in your own voice, you might be able to record it yourself. It's still going to be harder than you think it is. Uh, you're still going to have to do inflection, all kinds of things that you maybe didn't think you were going to need to do. Um, it's it's far more difficult than it's far more difficult than you think it's going to be. And that said, I would put the audiobook in line with in a prioritization line with the other parts of the project.
Yeah.
How much money do you want to make from this book? Not how much money do you think, what the gross is going to be. How much money do you actually want to make back? Because the things that come out of your profits are, uh, especially if you're self-publishing, hiring a good editor, good copy editor, getting good cover art, maybe getting some interior illustrations. Um, I would focus my time and energy on the words
Mhm.
first. Make sure that I've paid for an editor. And if that's it for my budget, that's it for my budget. And then I would focus on cover. And if that's it for my budget, that's it for my budget. And then I would look at audio.
I just did an audiobook for some it's small press, but the audiobook is indie. Um, and basically their strategy was let's make sure we have an audience and then we do a Kickstarter because we have an audience that will do the Kickstarter, and with that we can hire someone. But unless unless you know people who are doing friends and family rates, um, or you're doing some sort of profit share with the narrator, which generally does not work out well for the narrator. But it would be surprising if you got out with it being less than $3,000 to $5,000.
Yeah, it depends on the length of the work.
Yeah,
But
yeah. This is
spitballing, I would have said, for a good audiobook, closer to 10K. Um,
it depends on there's
it
a
depends.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like less than.
Yeah. But that's why, a good editor might set you back, yeah, anywhere from 500 to 3,000 or more. Good cover. I would expect to spend between $1,000 and $5,000 getting a good cover art. And at that point, my audiobook money has been spent unless I genuinely have bankable reason to expect that I'm going to sell, you know, 20,000 copies of this book.
Depressing, but there's the answer.